Quality.
Not as good quality. This one can that can't zoom.
Oh, okay.
It's an action camera. It's
it
designed
for the moon.
It can do a lot, but at the same time, it's not as good as a DSLR.
It's not a camera.
Okay,
Yep.
quick question to Esther. How can I doubly make sure that the actual camera is making sure that it records?
Well, it's recording, and I can tell by the flashing button.
That didn't work as well as I
Well,
thought.
I can't really
Oh, that's right. This is not a twist top.
No,
Pass me the
here you go.
top.
Don't
There
worry,
I
it's
am.
recording.
Wait, what?
2 lids.
Don't need 2 lids.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, got that. All right, welcome to another episode of Circle Kick podcast number 3. I believe this is
Yep.
number 3.
This
All
one's
right.
entitled, Hey, That's My Hat.
Hey, that's my hat. My name is Susan. Yes,
I
it
miss-
certainly is. I
missed
can
that
vouch for
guy
that.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, what was it? What was that comedian's name?
Sean McAuliffe. He's
Sean
still his
McAuliffe.
name.
He is probably one of my favorite Australian comedians ever.
He did a pretty good show called Mr. and Mrs. Murder, and I think it didn't get enough credit for what it was.
I think I remember seeing that.
It was about the cleaners they clean up like crime scenes.
the-
they
yeah,
actually
exactly,
like
the
do the
crime
cleaning
scenes.
and
I saw
they-
that.
they were putting pieces together and they weren't cops. It could have it was starting to get good, and then I think it may be canned, or if it isn't canned, I can't find it.
Yeah.
Did he still
I
have
think it was
that
just the one
McAuliffe
season.
charm to him? Because the guy can play
I was
serious.
waving my hand side to side, which we
Ah.
can see now because we filmed it. Because otherwise, that would have been a redundant action on podcast.
Well, I'm still experimenting with this. Oh, by the way, we are also filming this with a Sony Action Cam 4K. The model number is a nightmare to say without it actually having written down and on a piece of paper in front of me, so I'm not going to be bothered saying it. But it's the only action cam that can record in 4K. Just experimenting with it just to see how it looks. I don't know if I'll
so
continue with it.
if you don't see any footage on today's podcast, then it didn't
just
go
doesn't-
well.
It just doesn't look. I'm experimenting with this.
See, judging by the angle I'm at, I just have to ask: am I even in shot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're all in shot.
So me leaning forward to do this to show Aaron's handshake was I could have probably done it from here.
No, I can still get
Yeah, no. It's picking it up. It's
Wow.
It can film you from
the
home.
it's
If
got a
that thing can film you from the moon.
it's got a wide lens, a bit like a fisheye thing, where it kind of
Oh,
picks
right.
up.
That's
around
pretty
the
cool.
corners.
All right, so
All right,
scratching
so,
myself inappropriately, picking my nose, etc.
Playing DS off shot.
Playing DS off shot. Right? Damn it, man! That was the
Yep.
best part about these podcasts.
I know.
All right, now, today's the 6th, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
So this
we
is-
are filming this on Saturday, February the 6th, 2016. We currently have to this day 46 subscribers, which I think is actually quite badass. I mean, thinking about 46 people being in this room is kind of
I
mind-boggling.
But thinking about how many hours of work everyone here has put into it, I think we deserve more.
Oh, yeah.
At least 4
Well,
more.
I'm at least 4 more.
Give
Well,
us the 50,
Here's the
damn
thing. We're so close to 50, and it's actually.
We're
I don't
really-
know. I'm actually quite astounded by.
We're really
the fact
close to 50, so if we get to 1,000 tomorrow, I'll buy each of you a hat.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know.
There you
what-
go.
This better be a damn good. No, they're only paper hats, aren't they? You're just going to be like free hat, like that episode. of
Origami
South-
hats.
Origami hats. You hear
I
that?
don't
We
know.
will.
I don't think it'll happen. Prove me wrong.
No. What'll be even better? No, we will not send you the hats, but we'll send you the materials to make the hats.
Well, actually, I already win because today is the 6th of February. I said by tomorrow, so there will be no... This won't be up tomorrow.
This will not be up by tomorrow.
Ah,
So therefore,
right.
if we just randomly obtain another 1,000 followers, I'll be happy to buy them fucking fedoras. They can make the request.
You all just got shafted.
Anyway, since today's
since
discussion
we're-
about hats is
yeah,
now
well,
over.
we're very close to 50, and 50 subscribers is a lot, even for us, I think. And
Considering we're
we-
just a small
and
ragtag
we've
outfit.
been, yeah, exactly. We were thinking of different things to kind of celebrate this, because you usually kind of see that on YouTube. You know, they hit like a milestone and they promote, like, give a video out just to be like, hey, we did this.
Or they offer
We
free
got this many
giveaways like
subscribers,
hats.
or we got this many views, or whatever.
Yeah.
So I thought we'd jump on the bandwagon.
The bag
with
of wagons.
The bag of wagons.
I love that. I want a bag of wagons.
Wagon
Wait,
wheels?
does
Wagon
that mean-
wheels. I was thinking.
No,
of that
I was
thing.
thinking a bag of wagons on the back of a wagon. It's a wagon carrying a bag of wagons.
I hate you. And what we
Doesn't
thought...
it just sound like Elmer Fudd's trying to warn you of a dragon?
The
It's a wagon!
It's a wagon.
Why does no one take me seriously? So we decided what we would do is something we haven't done in a while, but we have done twice, or at least
How many
me and
years
Aaron
has it
have
been?
actually done twice. Well, here's the thing. This is called a couch day.
I know what you're thinking, audience. You're probably thinking, I've had thousands of couch days where you just don't leave the couch.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's kind of part of it, but we
spent-
take the couch outside.
Here's the
Then we'll
thing.
sit on it.
Here's the thing. We invented Couch Day, and I've done my research. No one has ever done this. We've invented Couch Day, I think back in 2008. I think it was.
It's before I met you guys.
We'd
That was
left,
like
we'd
2000.
left
definitely
school.
We left school and
7, 8?
yeah, I think 2008. I'm pretty sure I can find images and it'll say Facebook and all that stuff. And me and Aaron and a few other people are the founders of it. It was me, Aaron, Anthony, which you guys will soon be introduced to, and a friend of ours. Should we mention
Amara.
Amra? You know, we won't mention his surname, but a friend of ours called Amra.
He gets
Now-
credit, he was there.
Yeah, he was there. Do you remember how we conceived Couch Day?
No.
All right. Well, I do, because I was actually
I
very,
distinctly
I
recall
was actually
not remembering how
very
we did
proud of this. Not some of you may know, like our friends may know, but me and Aaron used to work together in a bank. We won't say which bank, but
But we will mention that I was his boss.
he was my supervisor, and it was great. It was amazing. Best fucking 6 months.
Needless
of
to say,
my
that company
life.
doesn't exist anymore.
And he was our supervisor, and there was a bunch of other people. One of them was Amra, really nice dude, friendliest dude I've ever met from Jordan. Maybe the only person I've ever met from Jordan. Thinking about it, but he wasn't in Australia that long. He was only here for a few months, and I knew that he didn't actually he found it difficult to make friends here. Maybe it was like the language barrier or something like that, or maybe he just, I don't know, maybe anxiety kicked in. And he got along with us immediately, and he hanged out with us quite a bit because, again, me and Aaron don't really give a shit. We'll just have fun with pedestrians sometimes. And he would always come up to us. He would ask Aaron for lots of tips on how to approach people and how to be friends and shit like that. And he'd do the same thing with me. And one thing that we did, because he was like, all right, well, how do I break out? How do I do these things? Like, man, just have fun and don't give a shit of what's going on around you. That's probably the best thing to do it. And he found that kind of hard to process. So sometimes you need drastic measures. What's the term?
Drastic measures, yeah.
Yeah, drastic measures.
Desperate times call for drastic measures.
Yes,
Desperate measures.
all the measures.
So many measures.
So what we did is
Dratstick.
I had to check this with Aaron just to see if this was a good idea or whether I was just being crazy. I had an old wicker couch, which was like one of those outdoor garden couches that you'd have. It was old, it was green, and it was falling apart, but it was light. And one thing that I've been wanting to do was, again, I love having fun with pedestrians. I like doing things out in the public, not like prank videos and shit. I hate prank videos, but I do like doing things that the public don't really see, and it kind of makes it more memorable.
Yeah, because
It
they
gives
just
people
kinda
something to
stop
talk
and
about.
It's like, whoa, what's that?
Yeah, so basically the idea was to go to the city and take a lot of photos, like not really selfies, but, go to the city, take a lot of photos, have a lot of fun. But we decided, I don't know why, but we wanted to bring this couch with us.
It's very important.
It was very important that the couch come with us. I don't know, we just love couches, like that Interpol song.
I thought we wanted a place to sit.
Well, yeah, we also wanted a place to sit, and what better place to sit than to bring the seat with you? Or in this case, a couch, a very light wicker couch. So we didn't tell him this. We pretty much did like, all right, meet us up at the city and we'll have fun.
We'll do some stuff.
We'll do some stuff. Aaron was down immediately, Anthony had nothing to do. He's like, fuck it, I'll just come along.
I didn't even think Anthony knew that Couch Day was happening. He just knew we were going somewhere, and he was like, "Can I come too?"
Yeah, he's like,
We were like, "Sure."
little did he know that he became one of the founders of Couch Day. And I remember how it happened because in Darling Harbour there used to be a McDonald's on a hill with like a bunch of stairs. This was before they got rid of the exhibition center.
Wait, is this the same McDonald's that we had the naval Nerf war at?
Yep.
Yes, that's for a different time.
That's for a different time. Okay, cool. I remember that match.
Basically, me and Aaron rocked up in this couch, carried it, put it at the top, and made it with all the other benches and stuff, so it kind of blended in. So like, all right, we'll wait for Anthony and Amro here. They come in, they're like, all right, well, we're just gonna walk around the city, take a lot of photos, and have fun. I'm like, okay, cool. All right, let's go. Me and
You
Aaron
guys
just
hopped off and picked up the couch.
walked, and he just could not. Like, he was just like, what the fuck is
are
going
you guys
on?
doing? Yeah.
And yeah, we were just carrying this couch, taking it everywhere, taking it to elevators, taking photos, all this shit. Everyone was questioning it. No one understood why. I'll put that
Show me
put that
photo.
on.
Which one's that one?
Yes, that is a famous shot.
Oh, that's the legendary shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Aaron decided to take a couch shot in oncoming traffic, which was great. I can't believe we survived that.
And we got honks of approval.
We got loads of approval. Everyone was coming
honks
up.
of
Honks.
approval.
Oh yeah, they loved it.
Not as in like a unit of measurement, as in actual car honks.
Yeah, like despite the angry faces, because we didn't tell that. Like deep
They
down, they
weren't
loved
saying
it.
move or anything.
Yeah.
They were then waving with appreciation.
Like aside from the frowns and the cussing, they loved it. They really loved it. They loved the idea, and we're like, good on you guys. And yeah, Amro loved it. He just ran with it. Everyone did. Everyone was just asking questions.
My favorite was getting on the train in the morning with
a
couch. No, because I had Ampho and Daniel wait just outside the train carriage, and I walked in, and I'm like, "Damn, there's nowhere to sit on this train, boys."
And then we
bring
broke it with a couch.
The funny thing was that the train was almost empty, so there were only like 4 dudes looking around, going, "There's plenty of friggin' places to sit. What are these idiots on about?" And then we bring in their own couch, and then we offered that to there was like an elderly lady.
Yeah, there was an elderly
"Would you like
lady.
a seat, ma'am?" She was already sitting.
She didn't even respond. She was just like,
Yeah.
don't talk to me.
Get away from me.
Yeah.
Go buy
That
your
was
drugs.
great.
I spent half the day walking up to people, telling them they looked tired, and asking them if they wanted a seat.
Yeah, that was great. It was really memorable. It was heartwarming. It meant the world to Amro. And
I just thought it
after
was
that-
funny. I
It
didn't know
was
there
just,
was.
and it was just random as well. And I don't know what happened, but after a couple of years, I don't know how we did the second one or how the other.
I think
Because these guys kept pestering us to do it again.
Yeah,
No,
because
no.
we tell people what we did,
It was that legendary.
and for some reason,
when I
people
first,
just wouldn't stop talking about it.
when I first met you guys, right? I remember because it was at one of Ez's parties. All right, I remember that. Like, you were dressed as Joker Kiss, if I remember correctly, or something like that. You know, and I don't remember you at all.
Is that what? I think that was the night when I lost my shit at Bo.
That's right. That's when I first told you guys about Bo Bo Bo.
Bo,
Times 7.
Bo.
Fights
Anyway.
crime with his nose hairs.
He
Yes,
does,
he does.
fight crime with his nose hair, that's right. And I remember you guys showed me that photo and I thought that was so cool. I don't know when the idea popped into it, but we said, fuck it, we should do another one. But it was always kind of wishy-washy, like, oh yeah, maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't. And then it was like 2011 now that we did Couch Day Part 2.
That's
Yeah.
3 years. Each couch day is taking like longer and longer.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right? But yeah, and that was just great because by that time my old green wicker couch was
Gone.
dead and gone.
So we had the
I
new
think
white one.
I actually saw that at an op shop, and that's pretty much where it clicked in. It's like
Mm-hmm.
because the big problem was the couch. We needed a couch
That was light enough
that
to
was
carry.
light
yeah,
enough to carry
definitely.
around, and then I was at an op shop in Bodnarig,
Mhm.
and I saw this green one, and it was like for $100, and I'm
I
like,
thought it was your mum's old couch.
fucking yes. No, it wasn't.
No,
She hated it because I brought it in, and it didn't match with anything in the backyard.
She's like, what the fuck? No, what I loved about that day is because Couch Day Part 2 was my first couch day. These were the founding members. Because we had so many people, myself was there, Tiff was there, we ended up having so many more ideas, and we actually
We actually got to swap holders of the couch, which was very nice.
That was very
Because
good, yeah.
you get tired.
Oh yeah.
Carting a couch around today for a whole day.
Walking
is
around the
pretty
city is bad enough. let alone
with a couch,
carrying
yeah.
a fucking
Yeah.
couch.
I was going to say, though, it also gave us a lot more ideas because we thought, hey, let's try and set up a shot. Then we had a couple of people that would sit on the couch. We'd have people who were designated photographers, like Tiff was the photographer, I think, for the famous...
Still ended up in plenty of shots.
She ended up in a couple of shots, but
Yeah.
I mean, that
There was like
famous crosswalk there in front of Town Hall,
Yeah.
that was a great shot she took.
There was
It
another
was like
shot.
a family portrait.
There was another
for all
shot
of us.
where I think Aaron was on the water.
Yeah.
He was like sitting on water. That was
You
pretty
did.
cool.
You did not give a shit. You just went waist deep water on that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my that was the first couch day when I was in the
No,
middle
because
of the
that
War
was
Memorial Lake.
No, because you
You
had
had
the
the
orange
orange
jacket.
That was the second couch day.
Well, the first couch day, my knees are wet in all subsequent photos
Oh,
because
okay.
I was wearing jeans.
Well, you were wearing pants in this one.
I like the photos I ended up with of me
Trousers.
riding backwards through the excavator on the push bike where I crashed it.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
I look so majestic, and there are no photos of the crash.
Um,
That's my favorite
Okay,
part.
just to clarify with everyone, in Sydney Hyde Park, I think underground, I don't know where.
yeah.
I don't even know how to get to that
Yeah,
place.
underground, there's a long ass, almost like a conveyor belt.
I would say it's a travelator because
It's a
there's no
travelator.
escalation
And
whatsoever.
obviously the couch had to get there.
Yeah, so we ended up taking on the travelator, and it was a great way to cross between the art museum and I think because it was the car park.
Yeah.
And there was a massive art mural, and we just took so many shots at that time. It was
I think it's
amazing.
hilarious that half the photos from Couch Day Part 2, you can't even actually see the couch.
I know. Well, I'm hoping they change that in the third one, and I'll give you more information about that
3.
because there's something you don't know about it.
Oh, I'm
but-
terrified now. What
But
have you
no,
got
it's
in mind?
actually really good.
There's no couch.
No, my
Everyone has their own couch.
The highlight of the second couch day was when we went to the opera house.
The opera house
That
at
was
the end of the day.
That was the magnum opus for me because we were going like there were people doing photos.
Classy people.
There was one group of people who were doing like a music video.
Mm-hmm.
So they had like a female singer, and you can just imagine two people with couches just running up behind her. like,
I
in the
remember.
distance. Just like
It was you and me carrying the couch up the stairs.
Yes.
We were running up the stairs that day.
And I was
We were-
chasing for a
And
great
you were
photo.
chasing- and it was
Yeah.
a great photo that we
That was
got.
an
Yeah.
awesome photo. Yeah.
I like the street performers that sat on our thing to do the buckets.
Yes,
and we
the
literally had
robot
to...
guy.
I had
At Circular Quay.
No,
humans-
the actual drummers, the bucket
Oh,
drummers.
the ones at the.
And then we had to
the
wait for their
Central
entire
Tower.
performance to finish
There was
because we
a
couldn't
bunch
take our
of
couch back mid-performance.
Yeah, there was a bunch of buskers that we came across in Pitt Street Mall, and one of them was like on a like a stool thing, doing all kinds of percussion. We gave him the couch, so he started doing music on the couch. It was great. And I remember that there was one time where those human statue guys.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The
Yeah.
robot guy, the guy dressed in the
Yeah,
in
he just
silver.
sat right
yeah.
next to me.
There's a
That was
photo of
great.
him not letting go of my hand, and I'm like trying to get away.
Yeah,
Like, let me go.
it's
You.
like the jaws of death.
I'm trying to think of where some of the best photos. We did take some in Darling Harbour, where we had our
Not
naval.
many
nerf-
that time.
No. We only had a couple, but that was where Anfo said, "Let's take one with the original Founders Couch Day," and you stopped at that.
Yeah.
Then we moved on to the one there in the middle of Town Hall.
The
which-
ATM machine. We took a lot of photos at the ATM machine.
Oh, that's right,
Yep.
because we were
I'm
all lined
surprised
up
we
in the
didn't get
couch
into
at the
trouble
end.
for that.
And we took a photo of us waiting at the bus stop. And then we took a photos of the real benches where we put the extra bench in between.
Yeah, that's right.
That was
That was a
times.
great day.
I
So-
still say my favourite one was that one at the crosswalk there at Town Hall because it's if you can imagine it's
People
a
are just walking around us,
It's
and half
a
of them are
big-
ignoring us.
No, it was a big 4-way crosswalk. So you got to imagine the lights go green, everyone starts walking, and it fills up with people. So there we are, like 4 of us holding onto this couch, sprinting into the middle to get there first. We all take a seat, Tips on the far corner, zooming in and taking shots while people are just walking past the couch going like, what the fuck are these guys doing? It was that was my
that was
highlight.
art.
That was art.
So, and
we all look like we're in a portrait from the Addams Family.
I know, right?
It's like,
Da-da-da-da.
dun, dun.
all right.
Trademark.
So we decided to kind of celebrate this milestone of us getting 50 people, which is a lot. We decided to do a couch day because every single time, like we copped a lot of this the first time we did couch day, and I'm pretty sure you may have actually copped a bit of it when you did couch day. A lot of people were interested in it.
I've gotta
Whenever
say-
you tell someone about it, they're
I've gotta
interested in
say
it and they want to
something.
join in for some reason.
I've got to say something that Couch Day has helped me with. Every single time you start a new job, they make you do those icebreaker activities.
couch.
And one of two of them always comes up. They either go, tell us something interesting you've done. And I'm like, well, I sat in the middle of traffic and took a photo. And they're all just like, what? And then I'll show them the photo.
Always look
You
nice.
know what? That photo's famous.
My
no one
favorite is
believes
two
me
truths.
until I show that.
I know. I didn't believe you until you showed me that.
Two
photo.
truths and a lie. When they do that one, and I'm like, and I walked around the city with a couch all day. They're like, well, obviously that one's a lie. Mm-hmm. Now, was he born Hispanic or?
Oh man.
So with this one, and yeah, like everyone gets interested as soon as you tell them about this. Like, I want to do that. That sounds like fun. When's the next time you're gonna do it? Why can't you do it now? I'm free next week. You're like,
are you doing it right now?
I can
Yes.
guarantee you, if I could probably talk to a couple of people and I would say, hey, we're doing a couch day to celebrate, and they would be in straight away.
Fuck
Too many
yeah.
people that would
There's
be.
That's
way too many people.
That's
but
why we have to keep it
that's
just
what
to
I'm-
the circle kick.
That's why I kind of want to record this one. And I'm most likely going to use this camera to do it because it's crisp and it's easy and it doesn't jitter and shit like that.
What would be
and
amazing,
the sound's actually pretty good.
I actually want to say one thing. What would be amazing is even though if you can't be part of the Circle Kick Couch Day, we would love our fans to come out and have a look.
Yeah, that would be pretty
Can
cool.
you imagine? We go out, we take the couch, we take the photos, we do our own professional thing, and people are just applauding from the sidelines. I'm just imagining.
Oh my
that.
god! When we're done with Couch Day, they can hold up a sash and we can run through it with the couch and break it.
Oh, that's fantastic!
We need all 50 of you there.
Yes.
Considering,
even the American ones.
considering 3/4 of them are in another country, that's going to be hard.
Yeah.
You've got 3 days.
I'm looking at you, Argentina. But so we decided, we're going to record this one, and I've been doing a lot of planning, and I can't get a wicker couch because the last 2 times I was able to get a wicker couch, I used a Toyota Hilux Ute.
I remember.
I still have that, but it doesn't have registration on it. So that gives me a problem. I need to find another couch, and it can't be wicker. Now, I've been doing a lot of research on portable couches, and none of them have been really good. All of them have been inflatable, which does work. It can be portable, and it'll be stupid light, but again, it'll
Blow away in the breeze.
blow away in the breeze, and as soon as you put it on the concrete, it'll probably...
Yeah,
Start
burst.
deflating.
Yeah. So,
Oh, good, yeah.
I've actually been talking and I've been doing research on different things, and I found ones that fold out like beach chairs, but it doesn't give me dimensions, so I don't know if 2 people can fit in it. So the other day, me and Jen were having dinner with Hayden. You guys, Hayden.
You
And
guys
we
know
were-
Hayden?
Yeah. Hi, Hayden.
When did you guys have here to dinner with Hayden?
Fuck
You
you.
You
That's
weren't
right.
invited.
Damn, I'm hurt now. I wasn't invited.
Yeah, you live back in the West, bitch.
That's alright. What was the call last night? I'm actually with everyone from the channel right now, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Don't worry, you'll be able to see him next Friday night. And I was talking to Hayden about this, and like, oh fucking hey, this is starting to suck. I might get me this $200 couch that does fold out, but it doesn't give me dimensions. So it's a really big gamble. So he came up with the idea of maybe building a couch.
If
for
anyone
us.
can build a couch, he would be able to.
Like I didn't
I
think
see
he'd
that.
ever do that. I mean,
He-
don't get me.
My chainsaw.
He's for those who
Couches
don't
are
know.
a bit bigger
For those who don't know who Hayden is, he's a very good
and
friend
require
of mine.
weight loading.
He's a good friend of ours. He's about the size of a tree, thin as a tree, and he's probably one of the best prop cosplayers I've ever met. Period. He's ridiculous. He's always thinking about the next thing, and he's always ridiculously detailed when it comes
I
to
know,
shit.
it's so detail oriented on those
Honestly.
things. It's amazing.
If I can, I'll talk to him and get some pictures so I can flash it up. Like the one where he did of Sauron.
Oh,
The-
yes.
that
No,
was-
that was the Ring Wraith.
The Ring Wraith. Holy
And
shit.
god damn,
Now-
that helmet was heavy.
By
Fucking
no
hell.
means do I need to knock his abilities, but me and Fabian are some pretty heavy guys.
That's the thing. We were actually talking about it, and he was actually
Wait, what?
as soon as.
Homemade couch around the city. I don't-
Oh, right. Yeah, that's
Well,
gotta be
here's the
able to
thing.
cover up.
Here's the thing. We were talking. He's taken that into account because we were in the car. He was talking about. He took out his phone. He took out his stylus. Started drawing up some things immediately, which I thought was badass.
Damn.
He's like, all right, well, how many are like? You guys aren't gonna lean back on the thing. Like, actually, wait. Aaron and Fabian are gonna lean back on it. So yeah, I'm
Damn
gonna have to
right.
put some more extra support on this. Actually, I think I may have to put some extra support on this.
Everywhere.
It was like,
Fuck.
Like holy
I
shit.
think you need to put some
And-
extra support on your extra support.
Basically, what the idea is he's actually going to turn this couch into like a isn't like a breakaway thing that it breaks into 2 pieces and just kind of meshes into together. So I can actually fit it in my car. So once you take it out, it comes out in 2 pieces. Put it together, put some bolts and screws to it. You have a couch, and he's planning it to be strong and light. It is insane what he's doing, and he's already sent me like
That's nuts.
like blueprints and shit.
I did not know any of this. I'm like, what?
Yeah, dude, this just happened
recently.
Wednesday. This just happened Wednesday.
I'll believe it when we rush in for an action shot. I basically dive onto the seat and it holds me up. Then I'll believe it's a strong
If you-
couch.
and you see
Land
me
up on the
diving
floor
in,
covered around in bits of wood and steel.
I
And I'll be
will-
like, Daniel,
I will
we
fucking.
need to have words.
I'll jump to stop you. You'll dive to the couch and then I'll try and stop you as best as I can.
Tackle him midair in the other direction.
Fuck yeah.
And then Fabian tackles me back on. And
It just becomes a...
So, yeah.
Until we land on the couch.
So yeah, that's when we're gonna do it. We haven't decided when we're gonna do couch day, but we did decide it's gonna be with the same people as before. I don't know if Amro can do it because I think he's out of
He
the
might even
country.
be in Jordan, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he may actually be back in Jordan, but
Was
it'll
was he
be
there for couch day too?
Yep.
yeah,
He made a guest appearance.
yeah. He made a guest appearance because
He only had a few hours or
He
something.
couldn't say no to it.
Nah,
He really
it's,
couldn't.
it's too good.
But it will be the other original founders, which will be me, Aaron, Anthony.
Have you invited
And then-
Anthony yet?
No, but he's trust me, he's down for this.
You would
He will
assume
be.
Info would just be there.
He
yeah,
will
I
be
getcha.
there.
I don't
Trust
think
me.
he'd blow off work for it though.
I'll give him plenty of time because again, we still haven't figured out when we're going to do it. But I will, as soon as I do, I'll let him know. Book him in advance, and then we'll do it. And I'd also like to like bring in other people. Oh, obviously, like Fabian's going to be in there. I'd like to,
Of
and
course.
Tip's going to be there.
Mhm.
Jen's going to be there. Girl I'm seeing, and she also helps out with a lot of the filming, like setting up stuff. I'd like to make like a little intro with everyone, just so that everyone
Mhm.
gets like a short part saying. And also Lou, I want Lou to be this because again,
This will be your first couch.
this will be Jen's and Lou's first ever
couch day.
which is really
Couch day
really
3,
special.
the reckoning.
The reckoning.
I hope the couch doesn't reckon.
I really hope so too.
If Aaron
Goddamn.
falls on it, maybe.
I may cry.
You just see
that's
me in front of a broken couch going, we've got an action camera, but
I
we
might
forgot to get an
actually-
action couch.
I may actually bring Hayden as well because
Hayden, he would love to be part of this.
Yeah, he will.
Considering he's building
know-
the couch, he gets
I
an
know
invite.
because I know he's loved the idea of couch day,
Mhm.
and the motherfucker's building a couch for
Mhm.
us.
And he's also amazing to
Honestly,
talk to.
he's just
And
he's just an
great.
awesome
He's just
dude.
a great guy in general.
Yeah.
Flavor
So-
of this podcast is Hayden. And how great he is.
Hayden builds couches. He's a great guy, and we're gonna sit on his couches.
Yeah, he builds couches dressed up as a ring wraith.
No, his main draw card is the Darth Maul thing though.
Oh yeah.
Every time he
I'll
dresses
put
up as
pictures of
Darth
that.
Maul.
It's
Yeah,
really
you'll
incredible.
see. You'll see. They're great.
Holy shit, the amount of money.
Hey, you got to do what you love, man. It's
Yeah,
like
that's true.
it's like me with my pile of shame.
Yeah, that's true.
I keep on adding to it, even though I just don't seem to knock it down at all. No matter how hard I
The
try.
show's not helping.
Yeah.
For every time we film, you add 3 more games.
No. Luckily, since we filmed Hand of Fate originally, I have not added new games to it apart from the free ones on the PlayStation Network. Hey, I didn't buy them.
That's $6 a month.
Dude.
Yeah, but they're just part of a digital library. They don't really count. I didn't spend money on them, so it's all right. Oh my god.
Oh man, but yeah, I've actually quite enjoyed doing gameplay. I'm actually quite excited to do more gameplay, but with more people. I've actually
Yes, you tell me about this.
I've told you about it this morning. I'd like to do and it kicked in as soon as you showed me the Broforce game, which is hugely multiplayer.
I can't wait for
again,
Broforce.
I'd like to record multiplayer games, and and it has to be us 3 and Ampho. Ampho has to be in
Ampho
it.
has got to be in on that.
And
of
I'm
course.
thinking of labeling it. Comments down below if you like this idea for a name, or if you have a better idea for a name. I'd like to call it Foreplay.
Yeah. I love the idea of foreplay.
And if
I'm
there's
still
more
I'm
than
still pondering the fact that I've just been volunteered for another one of Daniel's things without being asked.
You're in now. You're part of it.
yeah,
And wait.
come to the podcast.
Why
they
can't
said.
we be Fantastic
It'll be
Four?
Wait. No. The best part of that is though, Daniel has to tell you the name for if it's more than 4 people.
Oh, yeah.
More than 4 play.
No, he wants to call it more play.
More play.
So 4 play if it's just the 4 of us. If there's more, it's more play.
The problem is that you're not going to find multiplayer games that you can just jump in.
We were thinking N++
Because they all,
one.
yeah, they're alright.
There are games that are like that, but I do agree there's very small amount of them.
Because the problem is that they need you to level up 500 million years to actually be in any decent amount of gameplay.
Is that the same with Helldivers? That's always a game of
Helldivers is 4 players. I don't know if it's just
You probably have
online
to do
only
a couple of things before you get some decent weapons, though.
But regardless, I mean, it would be fun just to film the first half an hour of fuck-ups and deaths. I mean, 'cause that's half the enjoyable. Hey, you remember when we played it at the EB Expo? I'm like, hey guys, that's cool. I got this.
I remember you dropped your pod on me.
Wait, didn't I get crushed by my pod?
You got crushed by your own pod.
I did get crushed
and then
by
you
my own
respawned
pod.
and crushed me.
Oh.
And,
And you know what? And
I
gaming
lived.
history is born.
I lived.
Daniel was the only one alive.
I was.
And
And we were all
and then he
yelling,
was-
do something.
And then he was overwhelmed.
I was overwhelmed, all watching my comrades get squished by their own things.
Classic.
What's a soldier to do?
It's like reverse platoon. They don't leave a guy behind. Everyone just gets squashed by the guys coming in.
But yeah, I'd like
We're
to
not going to take anyone with us. We leave on our own now.
Weapons of mine. Bang. Really? What the fuck idea? I'd like to be in the boardroom when they made that idea. Bring drop ships where you can drop in other players and like weapons.
Annihilate your own people.
What if those drop ships could kill you upon impact?
I know.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's not even original. Halo did it. The orbital drop ships could kill you.
Oh right, you're right.
When the aliens dropped in, the pod alone could kill you.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Well, I know that Scott really has a big boner for this game, and mainly it's because he just loves Starship Troopers. Because he loves Starship Troopers so much, he goes, "Yeah, this game, I have to play it." And he's been bugging me to play it for like the last week. He's going, "Come on, man, get online, play it." And I'm like, I really haven't had the time.
Damn.
I should probably get online and give it a shot though.
But
It's
yeah,
free.
there
Why not?
are multiplayer games that are
Well, the
4-player
problem-
co-op that you
yeah.
can jump into. It's just
The other problem
You
that
have
you're
to
going to
find
have is finding a fucking game these days that doesn't want you to own 4 consoles and put them on 4 separate TVs. Because every game nowadays
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
believe in
right.
sitting side by side. We're going to need to revert to the good old Nintendo stuff a lot of the time.
Yeah,
Smash
that's
Brothers
true.
and Mario Karts.
Well, there are actually a couple of games because I think that's starting to turn in the last year or so. Just because I've been following it, just the industry in general. Yes, there was that period where everything was like, "Hey, own your own copy of the game." But
Yeah.
some indie developers are saying, "Fuck it, no, we
Yeah.
want to have our friends on the couch with us." So
That was the best thing.
we're seeing a lot
Yeah.
of couch
Punch
co-op.
in the guy next to you so that you could get an advantage.
Exactly.
I missed that.
I want
There
that
is
too.
a re-emergence in couch co-op now, which I really dig. But even then, if we can have a single-player game with enough, like good past the controller play, that could also work as well.
If you
It
guys
could
even
work.
get a turn, I'm just too good.
And
Well-
that's where we start punching you in the arm so that it doesn't work anymore.
And that's when we played Needhog.
To be honest, I've been
Oh,
having a
God.
lot of trouble with difficulty settings in games. I was telling Fabian before, I've reached a point now where either I go straight to the difficulty setting that was designed for those people who've played the game a million times, or is pretty much impossible. They've done it for that specific reason, and I struggle through it and end up hating the game, or I drop it down 1 difficulty and nothing can stop me.
So you're above.
So it's either
you're
one
above
extreme or
normal.
the other.
I'm
and
above.
that's-
No, I'm above hard. Even
You're
on a
above
4
hard.
difficulty
Above
game, hard is
Yeah, because you usually got easy, normal, hard, and then testicles.
nightmare or
Yeah.
testicle splitter or whatever they
Yeah,
want to call
exactly.
it these days. Plus Daniel.
I'm sorry, I didn't say. Could you please
Testicles.
Testicle splitter. Yes.
Splitter. I thought
Eat
you
your
said
own.
slitter.
Eat your own puke. They're all aptly named.
Yeah.
And then you look at the descriptions. It goes, "You will die,"
Yeah.
and then you do, and you're like,
You
"Oh."
do. I was like, well, it does what it says on the label.
And I either get good enough to finish it on that difficulty and enjoy it, or I struggle through it, die a million times, get bored and frustrated.
Yeah.
And that's why I haven't been playing a lot of games lately, because I can't find anything that's.
Damn.
For me, it's more of a time thing. I'm actually thinking of dropping games down from playing them on hardened or veteran or whatever they're called, just to the
don't
normal and below, just because I want to get through it.
Nah,
and
you'll
enjoy
get bored.
It. Really?
You'll realize how many games actually have a good story. It's not that many.
Like, the only reason I can get through this and I think the story's semi-okay is because I died
'Cause
a million times getting there.
And because it was spaced out by many large boss battles, when all you're watching is the story, you're like, huh.
I still remember when I started going to harder difficulty settings, and I remember it was around 2007, mainly because I was finding I wasn't into first-person shooters around that time, but they started getting better with the last gen console. So in doing so, I thought, I don't want to be sitting there playing a Call of Duty game for 4 hours and say, hey, oh fuck, there's my money gone, you know. So I remember I said, fuck it, I'm gonna put it straight to veteran. Do this thing.
Those kind of things, Call of Duty, still harder setting.
Yeah.
It's still good setting.
I still enjoy that. Yeah.
For me, it's like I've been replaying the Dragon Age game, and on Nightmare, it's damn impossible. Like you can't do it. And then at difficulty below, no one stands a chance, especially when you're a mage.
Yeah, I heard mages are pretty OP in Dragon Age.
They're hard to start with, but when you get things down, I can force a guy not to move, like just freeze him in one spot. And then when he finishes freezing, hit him with a fist so he falls over. And then when he gets up, freeze him because my thing has come back.
Is that with
and repeat?
Is that with just Dragon Age, or is that with like most BioWare things?
Most mages, most BioWares have pretty shitty difficulty settings. They either have the you've played this 400 million times, now time for a challenge setting, which doesn't work as a first playthrough because you don't know the game well enough to play it, or they have these secondary settings which are just stupid.
Okay.
They don't. They can't have. They should tailor difficulty settings to what class you're playing.
That's true.
Because if you're a warrior, the game is going to be differently difficult for you than you're a mage.
Well, Tiff started playing Dragon Age not too long ago, and she was playing a rogue. But the thing about her, and I never understand why she does this in any RPG, she goes, fuck it, I'm going to be the thief rogue character archetype, and yet she always leads the charge.
Yeah.
Why the fuck does she always... I don't even know why. She'll just go, haha, and then she'll take point, and her lumbering big-ass bodyguards with sledgehammers, they'll be like... She'll be getting cut down.
Do you know what was a breakthrough point in RPGs for me?
What?
I like creating and tailoring my rogue.
Yeah.
Not many games force you to stay as the main character. I can set him up as an autoplay guy and play as the tank still. The actual tank. Which is what I do.
That's what
in Dragon Age, I play as Sten.
Well, that's what she's had to do now. She's had to change across to
with
Sten
a mage or a rogue.
Or the mage.
With a mage or a rogue, you've got to be doing so much all the time that it's easier for a computer to get these actions happening.
There's all that micromanaging.
Heal somebody as soon as they blah 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 because you were too busy casting damage spells to notice the fucking person had lost their health.
Yeah.
It's easier for a computer to notice that shit.
Yeah.
Only wait till they're behind you, but as a player character, you will generally draw more heat. So if you're the rogue,
it doesn't make sense. No. See, the only time I found that a rogue playthrough is actually viable is during an Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah, doing the actual stealth
you can
option.
Actually do stealth. It's like, hey, look, I've got my stealth up to max. I can do 6 times crit with a fucking bow.
I can charge at somebody and stab them in the face, and they won't see me.
Exactly.
It's pretty much how it goes.
You want a drink?
No, I'm good.
All right, cool.
I'm still nursing this one, so that's all good. But yeah, that's one where I would say, hey, it's viable to play as a rogue.
But Xbox has had that problem specifically for a long time. Xbox usually finds itself with 2 difficulty settings. It has I am the Terminator. Dun, 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 dun. People are shooting bullets at you and you're just like, huh?
What is this
Yeah.
shit?
What's happening?
Like a
Should I wake
bullet
up or nah? You guys will sort yourself out.
Like fucking Kyle Reese has to crush me.
You'll throw some grenades. They'll hit a barrel. You'll explode yourself. I won't bother with you. Or my old fucking Elder Scrolls character that I didn't even have to swing my sword. They killed themselves against my armor.
That's good.
Because they had poison damage and shit,
Okay,
which made towns a no-go in my armor. Because one little villager goes, "I hate you," and stabs you. You begin leaking auras of poison, and soon massacre.
I didn't even hit the guy.
Ebony male, man.
And then
It's a nightmare.
The most unintentional serial killer.
And then the guards come up, and you can't even apologize to them because they come up to tell you about your bounty, and they die.
And this is why I have
Oh,
to get
and
back
the
to
other
try
difficulty-
and warn me about the plague. Like, look at me. Like,
And
God damn it.
The other
like
the other
One
difficulty
Punch Man
setting
right there.
is what I call bullet phobia,
Uh-huh.
which is if you've heard the sound of bullets, you're dead.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Rainbow Six is notorious for it. There's 2
Yeah.
difficulty settings. Realistic, which is where most people won't take aim until they've actually got a shot.
Yeah.
Then they fire. Which makes it hard in first-person shooters where you basically only turn your attention to a shooter once they've shot at you. You go, "Hey,
and then you're already dead. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I get it.
Yeah, I think Anthony explained the difficulty setting for Battlefield 4 the best. Is like basically the deal is this: if you hear a gunshot or an explosion, you're dead.
Battlefield 4, that's bullshit. I played that on the hardest setting, and I still found that easy. To this day, I think one of the hardest FPSs I played on the hardest setting was Call of Duty World at War. Mainly because I remember shortly afterwards having nightmares about the grenade indicator.
Oh.
It was just, hey, there's Germans there. Okay, I'm going to shoot. Okay, that's one grenade. I'm going to grab it. And then all of a sudden, 6 of them just go, and they just fill up your fucking
How
radar.
scary was, on the hardest setting, how scary was hearing Banzai?
Yeah,
I remember not knowing where they were coming from.
I remember when you were living in Toongabbie.
I was playing it on the PC.
Like I was playing it right after you played it. Like man,
If you-
I hate it when they say
especially
Banzai. I hate it.
When you hear it from behind you, you know that you can't do anything about it, that you're about to die,
You just
and
have
you
to
just have
sit
to
there
go,
and go,
fuck!
I'm accepting it. Okay, that was another thing. Charging up the hill to try and invade the Japanese guns in the mountain. Oh god, that was nightmarishly painful. And I'm never going to forget the fucking Reichstag building at the very end.
I reckon all of those games, as hard as they've tried to be amazingly difficult, pale in comparison to early Medal of Honor games.
I don't think I ever played any of the
Allied
other ones.
Assault on hardest difficulty setting, I am not even 100% sure that I actually have finished it.
Alright.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Insane.
Partly because it was old and there was a lot of
Keep in mind,
aiming problems.
there was no regeneration.
I may have also been a lot worse at gaming back then.
Maybe
that's why I remember.
No, that's actually a point I wanted to bring up. See, remember how I was saying I wasn't into first-person shooters? Because I've gone back and I've tried to play an FPS on the PS2. It aims horribly. It doesn't... Killzone 1 is notorious for that.
I was
just
going to
like,
say.
Oh,
what
yeah.
the fuck
The
is
only
this?
usable weapon in that game is shotgun, and you can't touch up or down.
No.
You have to.
No.
You have to play Doom style.
Yeah.
Original Doom style, where there was no up and down.
I
It's-
know.
That was a hard game to play.
It is. I
not
finished
just-
it on the hardest.
Not just like the difficulty was fucking horrible, but the load screens were bad. Some of the guns you can kind of
But
aim.
Killzone 2
like,
is one of the best first-person shooters
That's
I've
what I
ever
was
played
just
in my
about
life.
to get at.
Wow.
The difficulty setting is
Sweet.
hard, but not. At no point do you sit there and go, "This is not fucking fair."
This is bullshit. Exactly.
This
Yeah, I
is.
know.
I'm
Yeah.
dying because of bad glitches and horrible programming. No,
Yeah,
it's
true.
just I'm dying because I'm not good enough.
Yeah, the only real beef I had with that game was it kind of forced you to do the stupid motion sensor thing with your thing. But other than that, it was perfect.
But
Yeah,
then-
like
yeah, I
turn the
remember
thing,
that.
like-
I remember that. I
That's
remember
just
turning the
dumb.
door. But
Heavenly
there again, that's what I'm talking about. The distinction between 2 gens ago, okay, 2 generations for like first-person
Two
shooter,
gens.
and
Hi,
then
Jen.
hey Jen, and then last generation where first-person shooters kind of became the de jour game. Everyone goes to it, you know.
Well, a good point for me is, as you two would know, but the audience probably don't. I have a problem when it comes to gaming. I can't just jump into Far Cry 4 when it comes out, even though they have no relation. I have to go back and
Yeah,
replay
play
the
the
old
old
games.
I know that
Second
feeling.
and
So-
third.
that's
so
where
for
my
me-
pile of shame comes from.
So for me, going through a genre like Far Cry, you actually get to see the evolution of a first-person shooter, because Far Cry 1, big leap to Far Cry 2, big leap to Far Cry 3. You don't notice it when you, like, because you've played hundreds of other games throughout this time, but when you're playing them all back-to-back, you get to
There's
watch
a
the
big-
little things that they bring in that really help.
I remember
Like Radar.
distinctly.
Well, look, I recently started playing the first Deus Ex.
Yeah, it's good.
I've
It is good,
never
yeah.
played it before, and I was astounded that a 15-year-old game could enthrall me so much, because I haven't played Invisible War.
I almost
or Human
gave
Revolution or
up on
anything.
that game.
What, the first Deus
The
Ex?
first Deus Ex,
Why?
right? Because the first 3 stages are boring.
That's what Anfo said.
That's
I'm
what
up
you
to
got.
the
We
second stage right
wouldn't
now.
egged you on enough
It
to
is a-
keep going, but the first
it
couple
is
of
a slow
stages
burner.
until you get augmented,
Yeah.
the game is average.
Yeah.
The game is very average, and
I-
then you get augmented,
I'm
and this
only-
whole world
I'm only
becomes
into the
you
second
can
stage
play
of New York right
how
now.
you want.
I'm still loving it as it is, because even in the second stage,
Then you're gonna absolutely love it.
I explore, like, and because I'm not the type of guy that goes, haha, fuck, there's an entrance, I'm going to do this. I find the different
Did you
ones.
play Invisible War?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, okay, good.
I even played Human Revolution. It was good.
Yeah, I'm actually quite excited about. What's the next one coming out?
Mankind Divided.
Mankind Divided.
Yeah, I'm actually
That's,
really
that's out
excited
in
about
August.
that.
That's been pushed
It
back.
got pushed back. Yeah, it
Again.
was supposed to come out in February.
Then again, look, okay, that was
so did
supposed to come
Mirror's
out.
Edge.
Mirror's Edge is now back to May.
What is
Yeah.
wrong?
Although, did you
They
guys
keep
see?
promising
God damn
deadlines
it.
and not making them. Speaking of which, when is our podcast? Not podcast, not this one. What's the schedule for our
Bad movie review.
reviews going up? Let's tell the people.
Let's see.
Make one up and stick to it.
Make one up.
Because
once a year.
let's think of this logistically. If we stick to Aaron's original timeline of that first Saturday of every month,
It'll be the second. It was supposed to be the second. We moved it for Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because
so the second Saturday of every month, right? Let's leave it. Okay, it's going to be one of the first 2 Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
If we stick to that timeline and we do a podcast and a movie, right?
And a pile of shame.
No. Ignore those other ones. We'll fill those in later.
They can be random.
Let's not muddy the waters on this. Okay. How long, realistically, do you think it would take you to finish editing both the movie and the podcast and have them up? Because I'm pretty sure you'd go for the movie straight up, wouldn't you?
Straight up, yeah.
Exactly.
So movies are a lot harder.
So
let's pick a day of the month and try and get it up for that. Even if we don't so if you pick the day of the month, it doesn't have to be February that you do this. You can start it on the March and maybe give yourself a bit of a head start.
Towards the later part of the month, I'd say.
Last day of every month.
If we are recording early in the month, I would be able to have it ready, or at least the review I'll have ready by towards the end of the month. So I think the last
day of the month.
Make it last week of the month.
Last week of the month.
Last week of the month.
So the last week of every month. All right, and so would the podcast be coming up shortly within that?
Well, we'll see. Who knows? If we do decide to go with the video, it'll be a lot quicker. I won't have to
do anything except put it all into the one system.
Sync up images and all that shit. Which actually does take a lot of time.
You have to sync up the footage to the sound.
Because I have, and then once I think of a good image, I have to find that image and all that crap. But yeah, by far the review is more higher priority because it is harder.
Yeah.
And
well, if you have the review up by the end of the month, you can work it for the first 2 weeks until we actually film. You can work on the podcast and the other stuff.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah. And how would it be in regards to then with all the game capture stuff?
Game capture, oi.
Because so far, just let me tell the
maybe
people.
that can just be sporadic bonuses.
Maybe
we could, because right now we've got the first episode for Hand of Fate up, so the Hobo Yu-Gi-Oh. We still got a second one coming up for that, and just recently Daniel and I were on Australia Day. We recorded us playing NBA 2K15 for about. Yeah, that was. I just love his reaction. That was painful.
Worst
That was very
game ever.
I don't know. I watched Ampho play Retribution Ride to Hell.
Yeah, that's actually worse.
Ride to Hell have a tutorial on how to
know.
do things? If it did, it's a little bit better than 2K14.
It's like Blitzball in Final Fantasy X-2. Nobody tells you how to play it, and all of a sudden you're losing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, okay. Let me give you a thing. Okay.
Don't give too much because I'd like to make the video and then
Oh no. I'm just gonna give him a very basic run through. Okay, this is what happened. We threw the game in, and you know how some games like to do that whole, hey, we're gonna install and load shit in the background while you play at the beginning. So the game basically goes, press X to start, you start, it immediately throws you into a fucking game, into a match. You don't know how to control the characters. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. It took us a good 20 to 30 minutes before we realized, hey, this is a game that actually comes with an instruction manual.
Yeah.
Because games
but
don't need instruction manuals these days.
I had to resort to cheating.
You have to understand that NBA and FIFA are institutions that expect you to know how to play NBA and
that's
FIFA.
True. Exactly
which is why I've never gotten into one, because one, I can go outside and play basketball or soccer, and two, I don't know the controls. So for me to have a game against people that have been playing it since they were fucking 7, it's the same reason I don't play
Here's the thing about FIFA, and I can say this because my brother Rod, he's almost owns every single FIFA since '98. He's collecting them.
FIFA gives you a tutorial, right?
It gives you a menu, and you can actually choose where you want to go.
Yeah.
NBA doesn't give you that.
But either way, right? FIFA gives you a tutorial and then throws you into the game. And you go into the game thinking you know how to play it. And then you play it with people that have been playing it for years, and they're like, yeah, you can just press this button and it switches between this person and that person. And it flips him upside down and does a bicycle kick. And you're like, what the fuck, man? The tutorial didn't teach me that.
Well, same thing with NBA 2K15. It pretty much had fighting game controls.
Yeah.
When we did that, it's like R2 plus square and forward with a guy running behind you lets you do a glass layup. And I'm like,
I always like the NHL games because they actually become Tekken.
Literal Tekken. Oh, I love it.
They have and then it goes fight, and it's got that.
And then you do the whole.
Why is that playing NBA Jam theme song?
I don't know you were.
You do the whole Hayachi thing with
NBA Jam is a basketball. I'd like.
Is that the one with the
Sims.
flaming?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like he's on fire from downtown.
I was
Bam,
kind of
all that
hoping
shit.
Space Jam.
Space. Yeah. Well, see, I want sports games to go back to being arcadey. Does anyone remember the old arcadey style
do.
sports games like the stuff
Have you
that was on the
seen
Mega
Blood
Drive?
Bowl?
Yes.
Yes, I've seen that.
That looks
Blood
cool.
Bowl.
That looks
Right.
interesting. Because
It's
racing
literally
games,
what I think of when I hear fantasy football, and they've finally done it.
well, that's been around since the 80s, man. That used to be a tabletop game.
Yeah, well, now it's
Now it's a
popular.
video game.
So now everyone will be
okay.
telling you how much they love it and correcting your history of it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I was going to say racing games, for example. I'm not a big fan of Sims.
Yeah,
Like, you know, like
I
Gran
thought you
Turismo
meant.
stuff.
I thought you meant The Sims. That's why I was like racing games. Then you're like, I hate The Sims. I'm like, what the fuck?
All right, you know about arcade racing games. Now let's talk about that diamond thing that
yeah.
comes at the top of your thing.
The plumber.
The Sims is cool.
That's why I was confused, but he means simulators.
Okay, but no. What I
Yeah,
mean is
Gran Turismo
Gran
and
Turismo-
Forza are a bit boring. I don't want to spend 45 minutes
Tuning up my car.
out my car
No,
and then
for
going,
me-
shit, I put the horsepower too high, I couldn't race.
Yeah,
Drive
but
Club was more of an arcade thing.
Drive Club was a nice mix between where it's serious enough to
I
be.
like GTA, where I just, my car's shit,
I
I
was
get a
gonna
new
say
one
Burnout.
from the guy next to Burnout was good.
Burnout to this
Except-
day is one of my favorites.
Burnout
Burnout lost all
Yeah,
credibility
Burnout
for me
was
When
good.
when they made the final game an open world driving game
Paradise.
with no two player.
That was
I haven't even
Paradise,
played
wasn't
that.
it?
That was Paradise.
Yep.
And that's where shit
No,
just hit
for
the
me,
fan.
Burnout 2 and 3, pinnacle of the series.
Yeah,
Burnout 2 because
Um,
it perfected their racing model. Burnout 3 because it let you fucking smash people. I love that.
4 was like Revenge or something.
Revenge, yeah.
That had
I never played Revenge, but
so
it's good or.
the racing was crap,
Mm-hmm.
but they spent a lot of time investing in Crash,
Ah.
the game mode where you destroy the
Destroy
shit out
shit,
of
yeah.
entire buildings would come
And
down.
this is why I think Burnout 3 was probably one of the best ones.
Had
It was
everything. Takedown.
It
Yeah,
had
that
the good
was a
racing
very
and the
solid
takedowns
game.
and
It's
and
how
that
I
was
race
awesome.
anyway.
I
I try
know.
to take down the other cars.
I
so they
always
just
do the
made a
same
game out of
thing.
it.
It was, you know what was great about it?
My favorite racing game was
And
Stuntman.
it was like
Ah,
completely
Stuntman.
different
And
about Burnout 3. You would perform certain takedowns, and it was almost like
You get
a
like a
Tony
little
Hawk
image of them, and then
game
you
where
keep
you
them in
like
a photo
you
album.
do a flip, like, and it gives you the name of that thing.
Speaking of which, I
Different
missed.
name takedowns with different points.
What
It
happened
was
to
just
Tony
great.
Hawk and Underground and Need for Speed Underground? They were good series too.
Apparently,
None-
Need for
Underground-
Speed is
Tony
kinda-
Hawk
Need for
Underground.
Speed tanked, yes, but
Yeah.
they used to be good.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. People were looking forward to that, and it is just
Horrible.
blah.
I liked Underground because
Regurgitated
it had a
dreck.
story. That's what
It
I
is
liked about it.
glitchy as shit. But yeah,
Oh.
Underground was great. The soundtrack was fucking amazing in all of them.
Yeah.
But the Underground was kind of like a niche thing. Only a few people would.
I will
I
say
play it.
the
I loved
the
it.
soundtrack for NBA 2K15 was alright. That was pretty much the only thing.
It was alright, but again,
That's right, because for
Either way-
did the thing.
I don't think it should claim the title of worst game so easy. Have you played the NRL game on PS2?
Yeah.
yes.
One
On
time the
Xbox
commentary.
360.
One time the commentary broke, and it literally was listing things in alphabetical order. And it was like, he gets it away to, he passes it off to, he throws it away to, he gets it away to, like with different expressions on every word. And then it got to the point where, like, this was throughout an 80-minute match because we chose to play in real time, so it was just announcing everything. And then it got to a point where it was just repeating players' names
You know what?
in different vocal tones. Hapawatu, Hapawatu, Hapawatu!
Simmons.
And when I googled this,
Uh-huh.
it's apparently normal. Like,
Wow.
not normal, but like
Do you-
a lot of people were like, yeah.
Do you
that
remember the
happens.
celebration you would do whenever you hit a try?
I don't know. I never got any because
I
he'd
got-
press pass once
Here-
and he'd throw it to him, who'd
Basi-
throw it to him, who'd throw it
Alright.
to him, who would go, let's pass it out.
And guess what the
Throw
and
it off
guess
the
what the
side of the
celebration
face.
would be? It would be them, a close up of them slowly walking for a few seconds, and then they'll jump up like as if they're doing an uppercut, and then keep walking. That's the celebration. They're just this, and then
Okay.
and that's it.
I want to bring attention to that game that Jen showed me this morning. Whatever the hell it was.
Pom needs Wi-Fi.
Pom needs Wi-Fi or
wants-
something.
He gets Wi-Fi.
It was okay.
Sounds pretty bad.
Studying game design, I just looked at it and I just went, you are just missing every... No, it's like you fell out of the tree and hit every branch of not to do on the way down. It was just fucking awesome. It was that atrocious. So what I'd like to say is for people out there who love to go and give zeros to stuff like The Last of Us because it's overrated, you haven't played a bad game in your fucking life. That's what I want to say.
Say it to the camera.
You have not. Fuck you, fuck you, Mike.
There.
Okay, yeah. This is my public service announcement. For anyone who goes out there just to give a 0 to a game, just because they say it doesn't deserve a 10 or to bring it down or whatever, you haven't played a bad game in your life.
Too much water?
Yeah, oh, fuck that, right? Yeah, for people who know the Too Much Water controversy, IGN, Pokemon, which one? Ruby, Sapphire?
A Pokemon set on thousands of islands had too much water in it.
Yes, the very
And
setting
that was
itself,
the criticism.
and that was a criticism. So, my point is, you guys haven't played a bad game, if that's the case. We've played a lot of good games.
Alright, because Aaron doesn't know what it is. It's basically this. You control, is that what the dog's?
A Pomeranian.
A Pomeranian. You play as a Pomeranian who carries around a laptop and really likes Wi-Fi and likes the internet. Just Google, Facebooks and all that shit. Something happens, you die, you're in heaven, but there's no Wi-Fi in heaven. So you gotta find Wi-Fi in heaven.
But
It
that
gets
alone
considerably worse.
that alone doesn't sound bad to me.
No.
Because I've
The concept
described some of the
doesn't
best
seem bad.
games I've played for arcade. You are a piece of bread and you need to become toast. That sounds horrible.
No.
But it's a fucking good game.
But see, that's where the thing.
You take that
That's
back.
where the difference lies, because comparing something
You're a
like I
pigeon
Am
in
Bread,
an old pit. You're a human in an old pigeon university.
Yes, but this I'm talking purely from a design perspective. The concept sounds good.
No,
but
I
then
mean,
everything
like
else gets
it
just
doesn't sound
fucking-
good, but the concept alone doesn't throw me off anymore.
Although I have to admit, I Am Bread.
You watch enough of those movie plots described badly, you can really
Kinda,
anyone's
yeah.
summary can sort of be like, yeah.
I'm still
really
trying to
rough.
think of one for Fantastic Four right now. That's I still have not been able to find a way to
Didn't I
summarize
tell
it.
you?
It was like 4 drunk friends. Something
Four drunk
other.
friends go to a mystical planet and come back hard, burning, and they've
Invisible.
lost the woman.
And I've lost the
They
woman.
can't see the woman anymore.
Like it stretches, burns, and it's hard. Ah, fuck! I don't care. Anyway,
Oh boy.
that was a terrible movie. Anyway, fuck that.
It wasn't that bad. It was just boring.
It was boring.
It was.
We've
yeah.
watched a lot worse.
Yeah.
It did.
But I was significantly more entertained by Turkish Star Wars.
Same thing. I
Yeah,
still
but
say,
then again, Turkish Star Wars isn't a superhero movie. The rule of a superhero movie is to be fun, to be entertaining.
light.
The story doesn't have to be there as long as it's fun. And it was
In the
not
first one, you
that.
kind of do need to set the origin story. That's a given.
Yeah, but you don't need to spend an hour and 12 minutes setting
True.
the origin, especially when you're in an hour and a half movie.
How long did
That's the bullshit.
How long was Star-Lord's origin in Guardians of the Galaxy?
10 minutes.
10
Yeah.
minutes, if that.
It's like, hey, I'm on Earth, I get abducted, and then I'm fucking
Boom, I'm
dancing
in.
in space. Done.
Yeah,
Iron Man.
done.
I would say Iron Man had a decent length.
Yeah, but it
time
has
for
an
his origin.
entertaining origin.
It has an entertaining
Yeah.
origin. It's actually part of it's
What's
action.
What's Thor's origin?
That's what
Fucking- I feel-
I'm fucking Thor.
It's like Odin's my dad and I fucking wield lightning. Bam! Origin.
Welcome to Valhalla.
I know, right?
Did you say
Um,
Rahala or Valhalla?
Captain America, the first movie, has a long intro, but that wasn't very good.
Yeah. See,
The
the
movie.
first Captain America was and then he takes on Nazis. Winter Soldier was where it's at.
Yeah.
Well, most people knock sequels, but in superhero movies they're better because you don't have to establish the hero's origin story anymore a lot of the time.
I don't know
You can
why.
jump straight into action.
See, I was gonna say that. I don't know why people hate on Iron Man 2 so much. I
I liked
personally,
it. Mickey Rourke did a good damn
yeah,
job.
I like 2 compared to 3. And
Three,
3
yes.
wasn't
One,
just
no.
about the Mandarin.
One was good.
3 just dragged. 3 had no fun to it.
You know what? From watching it,
Yeah.
I've said, look, maybe I was a bit harsh on it.
Mm.
I should give it a second chance. I still haven't watched it again. When did it come out?
Yeah, that's a while back now.
I can't bring my. Every time I got to do it, I'm like, I don't really want to, because not only is it shit, it's
Boring.
3 hours long.
It's kind of
And
boring.
all
I
these
don't-
magical fucking Iron Man suits that fit any form that they touch.
I thought that whole
They
bit-
fit Gwyneth Paltrow and Don Cheadle.
I just thought
The same
all of
suit.
these fucking
Yeah.
Iron Man suits that just kind of come in
That's
were a little
not-
bit.
It would have been better if they actually established it properly, because
Well-
in the real Iron Man universe, that works.
Yeah, but
Well,
in the
And
movie
it
didn't do it.
usually
for me.
has Ultron to do that.
Yeah.
But they'd wasted that part of Ultron,
Mhm.
so they just had him control little squindly crap and go, here's weak robots, but they'll be strong when they want to. But watch them fall
Flop
apart
power,
in
man.
the end.
Fucking
You know
plot
what?
power.
I'm actually looking forward to Marvel stories now. now onwards, I'm actually looking forward to it because the
Doc-
last
I
one
don't know a lot of the origin stories for the ones I'm about to watch. I do know Doctor Strange.
I don't know much about Doctor Strange apart from he used to
he's
be a
a
surgeon.
I don't know.
He's-
I don't know
he's-
that much about
yeah,
Doctor
magic
Strange.
instead.
I know a lot more about Deadpool's origin than Doctor Strange's.
Black Panther should be good. I know
Black
nothing.
Panther,
Next to
I'm
nothing.
really looking forward to.
I know he lives on an island full of adamantium. Is about all I know.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that. I don't know much about Black
Wakanda.
Panther.
That's where they were
And
getting
Andy
the...
Serkis is the bad guy.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's right. He had the claw.
He got
That's
set
right.
up
He got
in-
his shit.
yeah.
He got
Yeah.
set up in Ultron.
That's
Alright.
it. Save some time. Set up your bad guys in previous movies.
That's not a
I
bad
am
idea.
looking forward to the Infinity Wars now because it's been confirmed that Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers will be together in the same fucking movie
Oh,
Ah,
nice.
Good.
versus
Good.
Thanos.
See,
so now I'm excited for that.
I had heard of that. I knew that was
Yeah.
going to happen.
Civil War I'll
but
watch, but I'm not incredibly excited about it. I'm just like, yeah, it's there. I'll watch it.
For me, right now, I think I'm just excited about the Deadpool one, mainly because I'm cautiously optimistic, even though it's not Marvel Universe canon. But
It's the
mainly
movie
because
that
I want to see them succeed. I want this one to do good.
it's the movie that
I
no
kinda
one
don't.
thought would ever happen.
Exactly.
I kind of don't want it to do well as much as I really want it to be a good movie because of the fact that if it doesn't do well, it will revert to the Marvel Universe, which would be cool. But if it doesn't, then I'm all for expanding the Fox universe. And if they could all just get along, I'm all for bringing them together.
nice. Yeah.
Well, I
But could
agree.
you imagine?
Okay.
Could you imagine if? Okay, argue for years,
Mhm.
2020, whatever, finally come together for a movie.
Mhm.
Half the profits, if you need to, between each company, everyone will go and see that movie. If you were to bring the established X-Men world
And the established
together
Marvel
with the
world
established Marvel world,
Oh,
together.
hell yeah.
You'd have an interesting way of doing
you
that.
could drop
though.
your hat and walk off millionaires and retire.
What
All right.
what I want to
well,
say
we're
is
gonna have to wrap this up.
Except
Oh,
for the
really?
millions
Yeah,
of dollars it would
that's
cost you
an
to
hour.
hire all of
Damn,
the
it's already
stars
an
in
hour.
those films because
All
they're
right.
all big
So,
names now.
Yeah, come on, damn it. Sony, Marvel, get along.
get your shit together, son.
Come on, Sony and Marvel.
I mean,
Sony and Marvel did get along. That's why Spider-Man's been
Yeah, that's
rebooted
Of course,
again.
Yeah.
All right.
They didn't get
Fox,
along. They just
Get on the bandwagon. Make it happen, damn it. All right, so.
They have Disney behind them now. They can eat anyone.
They can.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh.
So,
Alright.
And on that, we should probably end it now.
do you want to do the obligatory blah blah blah, Daniel, or should I do it?
You do the obligatory blah blah blah.
Okay. Well, everyone, don't forget, like, subscribe, follow the Twitter, get on our Facebook.
Yeah.
We should make a Facebook.
Once we've figured out when
Thought
we're
we
doing
had one.
Couch Day.
Do we?
Yeah, we do. Tiff made it when
Yeah, we
when
do.
she was bored watching a movie.
Yeah, she's.
No, that was the Twitter she made.
No, she made a Facebook because I liked the page. I think.
Oh,
Or
shit.
maybe I meant to like the page and didn't.
I,
We don't even like our own Facebook page.
Alright.
If we
I'm
had
gonna
one.
get on that, but yes, like I said, don't forget, like, subscribe, follow us anywhere and everywhere you can go, and yeah, also watch Fabian's Pile of Shame.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
We'll put up.
Watch my pile of shame. It's not on YouTube, but
Watch it.
come see it anyway.
We'll post something on Twitter once we've figured out when we're gonna do Couch Day.
Couch Day, yes.
Okay.
and
in case
look forward to the end of
in
March
case there are
for
for some reason there are people in Sydney who wants to join in on it, feel free.
Cool.
I'm not gonna.
And look forward to the end of March when we have another bad movie review coming up.
Yes.
Keep in mind, they
Last
should
week of
also
March.
should look forward to the end of February.
Just
when we're
look
gonna-
forward, damn it! Stop looking backwards.
They should look forward to the end of February for our fantastic.
And
tour
always
review.
twirling.
Fuck
Twirling.
it. Christmas is
Twirling
great. Look forward
towards
to that too.
freedom.
Wait, well, I just realised, why am I telling them to look forward to this when this is going to air after Fantastic Four? You're right. After March.
I'm
March?
stopping this
After
recording. This is coming. All right.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye everyone. Thanks for listening.
Happy
and
Hanukkah.
watching.